Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Bienvenidos. My first makeup tutorial of the year. And since the new year is all about like a fresh start and just refreshing, rejuvenating, starting clean, that is what my focus is going to be for this makeup tutorial. I wanted to do my winter foundation routine, which for me it looks very minimal, simple, and fresh, but it's actually pretty full coverage, and it's more for oily, acne prone skin type, since that's the skin type that I have. But I wanted to really stick to that new year fresh start kind of theme, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing. I did something like this last year and you guys seemed to really enjoy it, so I thought I would bring it in to my first video or my first makeup tutorial of this year. But I hope you guys are excited, and let's go ahead and get started. Today I'm starting off a little bit different, and I'm going to show you my skin prep before I go ahead and apply my makeup. So lately I've been using my bio oil every single morning and night, and I've honestly seen a huge improvement in my skin, in my breakouts, my hyperpigmentation, all of it. And my skin has just been doing really well with it lately. And for lip balm, I'm using my Fresh Beauty Sugar Lip Balm, and I have the Aquarius one because your girl is an Aquarius. And then for my moisturizer, I'm using one of my favorites, and I've been using this for such a long time now, and it is my Cerave Moisturizing Lotion. I go ahead and warm this up between my hands, and then I apply it very gently on my skin. And with this one, a little bit goes a long way, but I do like to apply quite a bit because for me, I feel like this moisturizer is a little bit more on the lightweight side. And for the winter time, I can always use a little bit more moisture. The next step is one that I don't do often, but I had these Borghese Eye Masks and eye sheets just kind of laying around, so I was like, let me just try them out. And they actually added quite a bit of hydration to my under eyes. I do want to get a few more masks like these and like sheet masks and stuff. I really want to get into trying new skincare. I always get scared to try new skincare though, because I do have acne prone skin, but we're gonna try it. I'm gonna quickly do my brows, just kind of fast forwarding through this part, and then I'm gonna go ahead and remove those eye masks. Now that the skin is nice and glowy, we can prime, and I'm using my Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. This is great for smoothing and for any large pores. I usually apply this mainly on my cheeks because that's where I do have larger pores. And we can move on to foundation. I'm mixing two stick foundations today, the Hourglass Vanish Seamless Foundation Stick and the Makeup Forever Foundation Stick. These are both great. I get a different feel and formula from them, so that's why I like to mix them together. And the shades are a little bit more on the yellow side, but towards the end of the makeup look, you're gonna see it kind of comes together. For my concealer, I'm using another fave, my Mercier Flawless Fusion Concealer, and the finish of this concealer is so amazing. I love it. I would say this concealer has about a medium coverage, but you can build it up. I mainly like it though because it gives you a very skin-like glowy finish. It's not too matte, not too drying. I also went in with my Colourpop concealer in a darker shade as my cream bronzer. And I love doing this for the days where I want more of a glowy natural look, because I personally see that creams just sit a lot more natural on the skin than powders do. So I love doing this. I am going to set this with a little bit of powder later on. But if my skin wasn't as oily as it is, I probably wouldn't even set this just because I like the look that this gives. As a cream blush, I'm using a lip color from Flesh. And first of all, the color of this looks very vibrant and red. But once you put it on the cheeks, it gives you such a flush look. I wish I would have applied a little bit more of this just so it would peek through, but it still looked beautiful either way. To set just a little bit underneath the eyes and slightly on the T-zone, I'm using my Milk makeup blur powder in the shade Light. I usually use medium, but I did want to do a little bit of brightening for this makeup look. As I mentioned, I did set my bronzer just a little bit, and I'm using my Becca bronzer in Ipanema Sun. This is also nice because it has a slight shimmer to it, so it's not going to be a completely matte bronzy look. I wanted to do a liquid highlighter before applying my powders, but I completely forgot, so I'm just applying a little bit over top. I would recommend doing this before your powders though. This one is from Ardell Beauty, and I'm trying it for the first time. It's actually really nice. It's pigmented and it blends really nicely. A little bit goes a long way, I can tell you that much, so don't go crazy with it. Start off with a little bit and then you can go ahead and just build it up. To add even more intensity to the glow, I'm using this new highlighter from Too Faced. It's more on the pinkish gold side, but it still gave my skin a nice glow. I did kind of build it up a little bit though, because it wasn't as intense as I wanted when I first applied. But once I built it up, it was pretty intense. My blush is an oldie but a goodie. It is my MAC Cosmetics Sunbasque blush. It's so nice. I love this one because it's not too pink, and it also has a little bit of a shimmer to it, which is great for more of like the winter glowy looks. The last step for me was adding my Mario Badescu facial spray and a little bit of my Ciate London setting spray.